is October 6th, 2020. I hope you guys are well. Let's see. All right, we're good. Audio is good. Everything's good. I have tweaked something on the settings. Hopefully that doesn't mess things up. All right, cool. So let's get to it. Dollar index, 93.40. That was the level we spoke about yesterday. So Mondays tend to be pretty slow, right? That's when you have your fake outs. And so this was the candle we discussed during yesterday's session, right? This one right here. And this candle came and touched 93.40. Okay. Now today, from yesterday's session moving onwards to today, this candle right here has stuck above it, right? It hasn't moved lower above. You see the last, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 24 hours, the dollar index has consolidated, right? It has not done anything. And this is a full day of price action, right? 24 hours. Let me remove the overall range. So here you have the consolidation, right? Here's your 24 hours of just holding above 93.40. And so we started the week off with a bearish bias for the dollar. Now, that still stands as price action hasn't changed, right? Since we haven't made any moves. Fundamentally, I still think that still stands as well. We've discussed all the major events that are implicating the dollar right now on the daily time frame. Today's daily is going to be very important. Right now, the daily candle, if you look at the wicks, the top wick and the bottom wick are relatively equal in size. That represents indecision. It's a classic doji candle, right? Indecision. So we will wait for price to break 93.40. We will need that in order to take our longs for EU and GU. We've actually pulled back a bit. EU is consolidating, GU has pulled back. But we'll discuss that in a bit. So it's alright because Tuesdays are usually the days we like to enter trades anyways. So Monday was a wash, but we've known that by now. We're experienced traders. We know that Monday typically you're not going to get much movement. If you are, it may be there might be some manipulation going on where it'll move one direction, then come back and cancel that move out. And we always say that if the dollar index isn't trending, it's not an ideal time to really trade. The downtrend is still there, but you have to understand that long term we're in an uptrend, right? So if on the daily, here we have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This could be a creation of a higher low, but I do think price will run down to 93, create a higher low there, and then pop back up. Or we can break this low and continue headed down to here. So still bearish, but the consolidation is obvious. You can see the 1 hour time frame. This was yesterday's session, so this is the candle from yesterday's session. And then if you go from yesterday's session to today, you'll see the dollar index hasn't done anything, and it's consolidation, right? We're typically waiting for a breakout like this. Here we had consolidation last week, and then I think this Sunday morning, this past Sunday evening, price broke out consolidation. So we need the same thing to happen, right? Otherwise, we will be stuck in a trade, just collecting swaps, going in and out of drawdown, and just making our broker money, but not ourselves. So we need this breakout to occur. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. I'll put an alert, 93.30. Crossing down. Alright. And for the most part, for the past, 10 days, the dollar index has been pretty nice to us. It's been trending. The only last consolidation period was up here, which was last week. But for, considering from the end of September to the start of October, we had a nice trendy dollar index for the most part. So this consolidation, hopefully it's short term. I mean, it is Tuesday, so it should wake up and go down. But you can see, looking to the left, the short down to 93 would be the best case scenario. Obviously, we can go even lower to these lows right here. That does make sense at 92.78, but I think 93, a nice psychological level, would be fine for now. All right, just quickly looking at the fundamental schedule. And so Powell spoke at 10:40 a.m. I don't think his comments had any major impact because the markets did not move. I think this whole week's a bank holiday for China. Maybe just Monday and Tuesday. But the fundamental schedule is pretty clean, right? We say there's a few important events sprinkled in, like Powell speaking, Lagarde, and then Wednesday we have FOMC meeting minutes. So again, most of the day is pretty quiet, except one or two events in the evening or in the morning or afternoon. Then we have Pound, his Pound Bank of England governor speaking, then the Bank of Canada at 8:30. So not really too big. So we should see pretty clean market structure and market movements. We shouldn't see any manipulation like last week, where last week we had multiple moves that did. We'd have a move like this, and then we have a move like this, and then we'd have within 2 hours, within 2 hour candles, we'd have a move that go up like this, and then the move canceled down like this. It was a complete mess. That's why I just felt like it was best in our hands. But for Tuesday morning, we should have a breakout for the dollar index sooner rather than later, and that seems great. Once we get that, we'll have our two trades ready to go. So 1 second, I'm gonna quickly